Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Let's go. Okay, so we are in this trade. Let me just take this off. Take this out of the way. Okay. So, yep, this is the trade we got into. We're in this trade. You can still get in. You can still get in now. Just follow the take profit and stop loss levels. Okay. Okay. So, yep, this is the trade we are in, pound USD, otherwise known as the cable. Right. You can still get in. You can get in now. You can still get in. Just go with the price points there, the TP1, TP2, and the stop loss. I mean, we're looking at a 2-to-1, or rather a 1-to-2, trade. It's Friday. Anything can happen on Friday, but hey, this is a case of only trade if you are led to. Only trade if it is the case that you are comfortable with trading on Fridays. And if you trust my trades, my signals, then obviously you can jump in. Now, we've had a pretty good week. We've had a very good week, for the free signals. I'm talking about the free signals alone because, my, VIP members actually do trade. They do take other trades, which I give, and they also have the software, that generates, a lot of our signals. We call it the wealthy place indicator, the wealthy place. Yes, when the price hits the wealthy place, you jump in. So that's what it is. I mean, I could show you some of the trades we've taken this week so far. I mean, just going back here, let me just quickly do this. Let's do this first. Okay. Yeah, so this is today's trade. Let me show you some other trades from, yesterday. So this is today. You can see yesterday was a super duper trade. I mean, the risk to reward, was good. It basically went and let's see. So we see here, we got in the trade somewhere here. It went up and hit TP1, which was about, well, it gave us as much as 39 pips, before it came down. So the way we trade, basically, if you're joining me for the first time, the way, we basically trade here, or the way I, advise people to trade is going with our strategy, going with at least 2 positions, 1, 2 in this case, but once, we hit TP1, your first trade should close out automatically because you've, set it that way. Your first trade should close out automatically, and then the remaining trade, you move it to break even. So if this was where we got in, the first trade closes out here, you then move your second trade to break even, maybe somewhere here, or it could be anywhere, at least, above the entry, so that even if the price goes against you, you would not have lost the second trade. You would have gone away with at least one of the positions in profit. So that was yesterday's trade. I think it was yesterday's trade. Yes, it was yesterday's trade. Okay, so this is where we are today now. I mean, we have entered a short position. Now, there was another trade we've taken in the last couple of days. That was USD CAD. You can see that was a beautiful trade yesterday. A beautiful trade, which gave us over 73, well, over 70 pips. That was a good one. That was a good one. We've been trading this for some time. Let me see if there was any other day. No, okay, I mean, it must have been that it was the ones I sent out to my VIP members, but we have also traded Euro, New Zealand dollar. That's one of our favorites as well. Let me see if we did put up the chart there. I'm not going to be here. Okay, that's today's trade. I'm not going to be here for long today. It's Friday. I've got some things to do. But let's see what we can. Euro, Aussie dollar. Euro, Aussie dollar. Okay, we haven't put up, and we didn't put up. Okay, oh, we did. Brilliant. What day was this? What day was this? What day was that? That was definitely what day was this? This was the 17th. That's 2 days ago, which is Wednesday. Okay, so something else you should know. Let me tell you something else before we come back to explain this. So you can see the way this one is now. That is meant to be the entry, and this is the where we are targeting. Looking at the position box, that's the stop loss. Now, with my strategy, what I tend to advise on my Instagram page, not Instagram page, Telegram page. If you're not part of our Telegram channel, do join our Telegram channels. We give a lot of free signals there, trade ideas and all that. Now, what I tend to tell, the traders is basically, if this is the entry for a sell, for instance, you can enter the trade anywhere, even in this red box, as long as it has not hit the red, the sell stop. I'm not getting my words out correctly today. As long as it has not hit the stop loss, you can get in for a sell. So what you find is, some people will get in here, others might get in here, and the price might go this far before coming down. Let me see if there's a good example. Ooh, what's going on? What is going on? Why is this messing up now? Okay, let's use this as an example. This was a good win. So assuming you got in here for a buy, you got in here for a buy, the price went up. Okay, that's not a brilliant example, is it? That let me try and straighten this out. Not quite sure what's gone wrong now. How do I fix this? Naughty boy, naughty. Okay. Ooh, what's happening? Is there some news? It's pushing up powerfully. Why is it pushing up like that? Is there some news? Is there some unannounced news? Let me just quickly check, guys. I checked the news. I checked the news calendar today. There wasn't anything like that. There was retail sales, report at about 7. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to our chart. So we see what's going on here now. The price, basically is pushing up against us. So you can still enter the trade anywhere here, and if it does win, it means you would have entered at a better position than those who entered here. But let me see if I can, use this as an example. Okay, let's use this as an example. So with yesterday's trade, for those who entered here at the suggested entry, we know it gave as much as 39 pips. But guess what would have happened? Guess what would have happened? Some would have entered here. The price, okay, this is not a good example, but I'm sure you do know what I mean. Basically, enter here. If the price had pulled back, that would have just been a pullback before it went back up to hit the profit target TP1. It so happened that it didn't happen here. Just like if you entered here, the suggested entry, and someone else entered here, they would have entered at a worse entry. That's basically what it means. If they would have entered a worse entry. But if the price had pulled back, then it would have been that they got a better entry. But this was a suggested price. But going back to the trade where we are now, if someone was to enter here and you entered here, they would have gotten a better entry. So if you enter here now, you will have a better entry if we do win this trade. So let me just see if there are some comments in the. Okay, there are no comments here yet in the on YouTube. But hey, say hello to me, guys. Let's say hello, good morning, guys. Leave a message in the chat, leave questions if you have any. Hi, Suleiman. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, what I'll do is, I'll post the link to my Telegram channel in the chat box there. But obviously you can always get it, if you go below the video. Let's do this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Let's do this. So do join the Telegram group, as we do give out a lot of free signals. And like I always say, guys, we don't win every trade. We don't win every trade, but hey, we win a lot. Like I say, even this week alone, we've gotten over, 500 pips, well, for the VIPs, but with the free signals, we've given out, over 200 pips, 200 free pips. That is good. So if you do want to lay your hands on some good pips from us, join the Telegram group. Let me just pin that. Okay, so I've now posted the link to our Telegram group. Smash the like buttons for me, guys. Smash the like buttons for me. I have taken some. I've taken some scalp trades today on gold. I got some pips off gold. When I'm scalping, I don't tend to post it, here, and I don't tend to, I don't tend to do the scalping live, because not everybody has, the patience for that, and not everybody can manage it. The thing is, we're looking for a few pips when we're scalping, and we could be in and out very quickly, before we even say anything, and people could lose money. So that's why one of the reasons why I don't, do the scalping online. Hi, creative group. Hello, 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 guys. Okay, like I say, I'm not going to be here for too long, so maybe I'll be here for another 15 minutes. Let's just watch, well, another 10 or 15 minutes, and I'll be gone. I'll leave the live stream on, but obviously I won't be here. My camera will be turned off, and my webcam as well. So let's just watch the next couple of minutes and see what happens with this trade. Now let's see if there are other trades. I mean, being a Friday, I usually would, enter a second trade on the second pair if I'm in profit on the first one. Anything can happen on a Friday, even though we do win a lot on Fridays, but I do acknowledge that, Fridays could be a bit of a tricky one. So let's just see how this trade goes. The market is not moving as I would love today. What I tend to do on Fridays is I prefer scalping. Hence, I've taken some trades, well, just the one trade on gold this morning. Okay. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the likes. It does help push it does help push the signal, out there. It does help push the channel. It's well appreciated, guys, whenever you click on the like button. Okay. Just 1 minute, guys. Just a minute. Okay, guys, I'm still here. Just taking off the web camera for a minute, but I'm still here. I'm watching the trade. It's more or less a 1 to 2 risk to reward on this trade today. So let's see how it plays out. Guys, tell me where you're trading from. Tell me where you're trading. Let me know where you're trading from. I'm trading from the UK today. Tell me where you're trading from. Let me know which city you're trading from. Okay. Let's know where you're trading from. Yeah, I mean, it is actually, well, I would say it's a strong bearish just a minute, guys. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. My computer is freezing on me. I would say, we do have a strong bearish move, on the pound USD. It's more bearish than anything else. Well, I know we could get some temporary we could get some pullbacks and some pullbacks, really, not a reversal. But I believe, is a strong bearish move, and we are most likely going to end up, having it as a bearish day as well. But we'll soon find out. We'll soon find out. Let me. Sorry, guys. I was showing you I was showing you something else. I'm not quite sure what this was, but this is where we want to be. Right here, right here. Let's pull up this as well. Okay, I mean, because I'm going to be here for a very short while today, all right, let's have a look at the daily. Have a look at the daily. Let's have a look at the daily. Now, I know this doesn't look very tidy, obviously, because I've got all these markings on there. That's the daily time frame. So Creative is saying, let's see what Creative said there. Creative says it's a retrace to the 1.19977. Okay. You mean a retrace to 1.19977 to continue up? Is that what you mean, Creative? So currently it's at 1.18860 or thereabout. Okay. So where's the 1.19977? I think you said. Let me see. 1.19977. Let's see that. Let's make this a different color just for the sake of clarity. Let's make it green, actually. Oh, it's can't even see that. I'm not quite sure if you have the price right, Creative, because the 1.19977 is way above where we are. Let's see. So this is where we are. That's over 100 pips away. But anyway, that's cool. Okay, so what I was explaining a while ago with regards to, the way you would take our signals, I always say this, in the Telegram channel, you know, I do say this all the time, that if, for instance, we were to enter here for a sell, That's TP1, TP2 that we are targeting. It doesn't always get there, but most of our trades, over 70% of our trades, do hit TP1. Now with this one, if that was a suggested price, and some of you got in here, as the price began to retrace up into this red, zone, you can still enter, with my signal and strategy. You can still enter for a sell, even if, it's going up and it's this high. What you just want to do is to use the same stop loss. In this case, we are going with a stop loss of 45 pips. So whether you got in here, obviously you will have your stop loss there about 45 pips. If you got in here, it will be 45 pips from here. So obviously it will be higher than what the suggested one is. Even if you got in here for a sell, you will still have to have your stop loss at 45 pips. That's why you will see a lot of the times, or well, some of the times, when our trade signal hits stop loss, others would end up winning the trade. Why? Because they got in at a better position, at a better price. So obviously, those who got in here, if the price goes that far before going to hit profit, it means that they're going to get a lot more pips. And if it is the case that they got in here and the price went as far as 30 pips, 35 pips before coming back into profit, it also means that they win while others lose. So hey, just know how we trade here, and you would see that. And a number of times, what tends to happen when I get in, at the suggested price, when the market pushes up, in this case being a sell, when the market pushes up, what I'll do is I will enter another position, so that by the time the price now goes into profit, I'll be, better off than the person who entered just one position at the suggested entry. So that's basically how we do it. But now we are currently in 10 pip profit or so, thereabout. And you can see, that's why it is the case that I always say, don't panic when the price pushes against you. There is no need to panic. Well, at least with my I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting, but with my strategy, because we win most of our trades, it is the case that, even if it goes against you, perhaps it's an opportunity to get into a better, or to get a better entry, better price, getting at a better price. So let's just leave it there. So what I would say, guys, is join me again next week. I do intend to have, a series of live sessions next week. It's been a very busy period for me, and I have been trying to be more consistent with my London session live, stream, but it's just not been possible. But I think we are getting there now, so I'll be having a couple more live streams next week. So do join me. I do tend to start off at about 8. That's when the London session starts, because most of the signals we get are usually between 8 and 9. Between 8 and 9, we get our signals, and we just let the trade play out. I know, some people like to start at 7 in the morning, which is like the beginning of the European session. But 8 o'clock is when we start getting most of our signals. It's been a brilliant week. USD JPY. Okay, I can see some people like USD JPY. All right, let me look at USD JPY. I mean, I don't tend to trade USD JPY. I mean, for those who have been following our signals lately, you will know that I am now sticking to a few pairs. Pound USD, or USD CAD. I usually take a trade on one or the other, because they both have USD in them. If you take trades on two or more USD pairs, it basically means you are exposing yourself, really. If something goes wrong with USD, it basically means that you suffer loss twice if you are in two USD positions. That's just the way it is. So I have been focusing on trading either pound USD, otherwise known as the cable, or USD CAD, and then of course gold. I've not been posting a lot of signals on gold, in the free signals channel, but I do post some of that in the VIP. Then of course the DAX. I love trading the DAX as well. I used to love, so basically we're looking at pound USD, USD CAD, gold, DAX, and Euro Aussie dollar. Those are my 5 favorite pairs at the moment, and I'm loving them. So you find that I tend to focus on those ones. I used to love GJ. Maybe it's a good thing I don't so much trade GJ much these days, because it's like every other YouTuber focuses on GJ. It's like I don't know. A lot of them have learned, how to trade GJ and gold, or have come to love how trading GJ and gold, because they learned it from some big YouTuber out there. So maybe it's a good thing for me to move away from GJ, so that we can focus on another thing. Okay, our trade is going well now. We are 16 pips up. When it gets to TP, when it gets to 20 pips, guys, I would say move your stops to break even. When it gets to 20 pips, I would say move your stops to break even, which basically means this is where we entered. You move it a bit lower, especially as it is Friday. The market makers might want to pull some stunts today, and I don't want any of our members or any of our subscribers to lose out. You know what, creatives? I don't know if you're part of the Telegram group Creative. Join our Telegram channel, and just send me a private message. Let me discuss some stuff with you. We do also have an indicator that basically our members use for trading. It's called the Wealthy Place Indicator. It is a very profitable indicator. It gives us signals like clockwork. We get signals, like I say, between 8 and 9 a.m. UK time every day. Just 1 minute, guys. Just 1 minute, just 1 minute. Just the 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Okay, so GJ is pushing ahead for Ross. 18 pips now, 18 pips. Sorry, not GJ. What am I talking about? You see, people love GJ so much, it just sticks. GJ, and all that. All right, let me have a quick look at USD JPY just for you, creative. USD JPY. Oh, it's pushing down for us. That's good. Now, to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to be greedy today. If we hit TP1, that would be good enough for me. So TP1 is like, if we hit TP1, that would be That'll be good. Okay. All right, let's check USD JPY. After that, I would jump off. USD JPY. USD JPY. Let's use Wanda. Okay. Let's start with the daily time frame. Okay, I mean, you can see what I hope you can see what I'm seeing here. You know, I mean, with this, you know, somebody might say, oh, well, it seems like a head and shoulder is forming here. But, you know, myself and most of our VIP members know that, you know, even with all the different patterns you have out there, head and shoulder, what are the other names? I can't even remember the other names now because, you know, I don't tend to focus on patterns anymore. You know, once upon a time I used to trade patterns, but we now have a strategy which I teach. You know, we call it the PIP collector. You know, we call it the PIP collector. That's the strategy I teach, the members now. But those who want to use the indicator, basically go with the indicator. The indicator is basically a mechanical rule based, it gives you mechanical rule based, signals, which basically means no need for indicators, no need for trend lines, no need for checking whether we are in an uptrend or downtrend, no need for Fibonacci. Once this indicator gives you the signal based on what we've programmed in there, you jump in the trade without fear, without emotion. Just take the trade when the signal is given. I call it our mechanical rules based indicator, otherwise known as the wealthy place. Now with this one, what a lot of traders will be thinking now is, oops, sorry guys, I got the wrong tool. Come on. Okay, let's, some traders will be looking at this saying, this is the head and shoulder forming. Well, yes, you could say so. This being the left shoulder, it came down, pushed up, forming the head, came down, forming the right shoulder. So you could say the price is at the right shoulder at the moment, which means, to some traders, it's going to come down. But it doesn't always happen like that. That's the difference between discretionary trading and mechanical rule-based trading. When you're looking at discretionary trading, you're focusing on patterns, head and shoulder and, cup and handle, the wedge and all that. So with this, that doesn't mean I don't consider head and shoulder and other patterns anymore, because they are chart patterns, they are, candlestick patterns. They are not there for nothing. Those patterns are not there for nothing. It's just that I find that with my strategy is more consistent than the traditional chart patterns and mainly chart patterns and candlestick patterns. So how much has this given today? I suppose that's the question. How many pips has this price given today? So far today, it's done over 116 pips. Now, is it going to go further? Is it going to push up further? Is it going to push up further? I'm not quite sure why this keeps coming up. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't so much be jumping in this one. Okay, hi, Emmanuel. Hi, Emmanuel Ibinola. Well, the right shoulder has not formed yet. I mean, but we can see it's pushing towards the right shoulder. That's basically what to have in mind. I didn't say it's formed yet as such, but it is pushing towards the right shoulder. This is basically the zone. It is pushing towards the zone that you will consider the right shoulder. Now, when it comes to, you see what I mean? That's exactly what I mean. When we talk of, discretionary trading, it basically means what it is. We are all going with our discretion. So I might say it's not there yet, and then Emmanuel would say it's there, or vice versa. Emmanuel might say it's not there yet. I'm saying it's there. Oh, I could say it's approaching it. Emmanuel says no, it's not approaching it. It's discretionary. It basically means if you have 100 people in the room looking at the same chart, they are all going to have different opinions. That's why I now prefer trading mechanical rule-based, strategies. And that is basically what I am, I basically use for my signals most of the time. Well, majority of the time, that's what I now use. So 80% of the time now, I'm trading based on mechanical rule-based, strategies. And that is what I'm using for giving signals. Guess what, guys? And it's producing a lot. With mechanical rule-based strategies, guess what? If there are 100 people in the room looking at the same chart, we would all be agreed on where the entry would have been. So if the entry should have been at 136.490 for a buy on this USD JPY, we would all agree on that, because we basically are following the rules. It's gotten to where it ought to get to. In the sense, you could say, with my indicator, with our strategy, the price would be spot on the same for everybody. Whereas with discretionary trading, using Fibonacci, you could even say, the price is in the golden zone between the 50 and the 61.8. We would all differ on that. So with this one now, to be honest with you, I wouldn't so much be trading it, but I know what could happen here. What could happen here is that it could break below, it could come back, it could reverse. It's a Friday, anything can happen. But then you would have to go to a lower time frame to decide, to see, where to enter. You would have to go to a lower time frame, to begin to, do further analysis and determine your entry. You could go to the 30 minutes. I mean, with this now, I mean, someone else could tell you there is the formation of a fractal. I'm not quite sure if what you guys how you trade, but someone could say there's a fractal setup here, which basically means this is going to push up. So if I was going to trade this, to be honest with you, if I was going to trade this, I'll be looking to enter where it is now for a sell. Now, don't take it as me giving you a signal there. I'm not I'm not giving you a signal there, but based on some of the strategies out there, this being a fractal formation, I could sell here and place my stop loss somewhere here. So that we'll be looking at how many pips. We'll be looking at, bear with me, guys. I'm trying to, okay. So, I mean, from here to here, that's a 29 pip, 29 pip, risk, 29 or 30 pip risk. If I was going to trade it, like I say, it would be a 1-to-1 for me at least with this strategy. So I'll be looking to enter for a sell, targeting about 30 pips, having a stop loss of 30 pips. Is a 1-to-1, and because it's a strategy that works, I would be comfortable with the 1-to-1 risk to reward. But I'm not trading this. I'm only taking just the one trade today because of my schedule. Well, at least so far with this one, we are at how many pips? Okay, we are at about 15 pips or so. Now, guys, I've got to go, but feel free to chat with me in the Telegram group. But nice having all of you today. Thanks a lot, Emmanuel and Creative and Suleiman and the rest of you. But do join our Telegram group, to continue whatever conversation we could have. Have a blessed week and a blessed weekend, and see you again hopefully next week or in the chat in the Telegram group. Okay, now, bye now.